Despite PM's request to postpone vote for another week, Likud ministers expected to vote for legislation promoted by Bennett. Naftali BennettYonatan Sindel, Flash90 Likud ministers who are members of the Ministerial Committee for Legislation are expected to vote in favor of the override clause, promoted by Minister Bennett. This, despite the Prime Minister's request to postpone the vote for another week, Yediot Aharonot reported this morning. The clause would alter Israel's basic law, human dignity and liberty, explicitly empowering the Knesset to overrule the Supreme Court and reenact laws nullified by the court. The paper quoted Science Minister Ophir Akunis, who is a member of the committee, who said that the override clause is the order of the hour. Judicial activism has blurred the principle of separation of powers in Israel over the past 20 years, and even more intensively over the past decade. The judiciary cancels out the Knesset, which is the sovereign, and the government. The need for the override clause is not in doubt if we want to preserve the basic principles of Israeli democracy. Not only is the override clause not a danger to democracy, on the contrary, it will only strengthen it. Last night, assessments in the political arena already held that despite his position, the Prime Minister will not veto and will not prevent the vote in the committee, headed by Justice Minister Yediot Aharonot. The Prime Minister's request to postpone the vote for another week comes in light of Netanyahu's desire to meet again with Supreme Court Chief Justice Esther Hyde in an attempt to reach a compromise between her position and that of the ministers who support the clause. On the other hand, the Jewish Home Party announced 2 weeks ago that they were ready to accept the Prime Minister's request for 1 week's postponement, but no more than that. The faction clarified at the time that if there was another postponement of the vote, they would not participate in coalition votes. As noted, it now turns out that the Likud ministers will vote for the clause in opposition to Netanyahu's position. Tags. Likud, Bennett, override.